All right, today is Halloween. Today's Halloween, October the 31st. It's the end of that huge October trip shift, that energy shift that we all felt. I'm not sure about anybody else, but I know I felt it. Like I felt like Mike Tyson was punching on me. You know what I mean? And that's how October full moon made me feel. But even through that feeling of the October full moon, I had these amazing flashbacks of going back to my younger childhood state. Like when I say younger, when my dad was alive, my mom was there, my brothers were there. It was like that harmonious moment. And over the October month, I just been journaling. Like I think you can't see this. Can't see, but I've been journaling over. There it is. I've been journaling over and over. My journal's almost full. So I've been journaling these experience over the last October month. But I've always kept a journal about all the full moons that I've experienced, what they made me feel. Because I think at the end of the day, we all have to be your own researcher, own scientist, because you know yourself better than anybody else. So you need to tap in and research for yourself what are certain things that create that trigger. So, um, so in the process of having that flashback, it took me back to a childhood state in that flashback, where I call it Little Dwayne's first solar eclipse. The reason why I named it Little Dwayne's first solar eclipse is that in my subconscious mind, I could always use those that keyword to go right back to that particular moment, and I'm going to explain why that particular moment is so important. So as I had this flashback, I flashed back to 1985, standing in front of the house with my dad and my mom and my brothers, and we were watching a solar eclipse. And that was my first ever solar eclipse. That's why I call it Little Dwayne's first solar eclipse. And that solar eclipse brought me back to the feeling, the emotion of having that blissful, harmonious, joyful feeling of happiness. So that moment was like resonate right through my being, and yes, it brought back a lot of emotion. It brought back a lot of feelings. Missing your dad, missing my mom. Wish they were here. This my dad is passed on, but my mom is still here, and then my brothers are still doing good. But the thing is, was that family unit that was so important that I went. Whew, that brought me back to that flashpoint in last October full moon. So as I experienced this solar eclipse, I remember in 1985 we didn't have glasses to the radiation, but as I experienced this solar eclipse, I could remember. I could actually. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna walk you guys through what I actually see. So on the top right hand in the sky, there was the white moon, and then on the right side, there's the other moon, solar eclipse coming across. So as I see it coming across, it was the most beautiful thing ever. The moon actually curved into the crescent, and as it merged together so beautifully, it was one of the most beautiful moment ever. And then the place became dark, but before we even get there, I remember and I'm there right now. I remember my mom on my left, my dad on my right, and me standing in how does it? Yeah, so me standing in the middle and looking up, and all of us looking at this beautiful moment where the solar eclipse happened, and in her eyes it was like this beam of light. It was like this radiating light was flowing through us at that moment, and at that moment it was like right? Because you, as a child, you could feel it, and right now, as I'm talking about it, I'm actually living the moment because I've allowed myself and given myself permission to do that, to be able to feel that, and that's what we're doing. We're going through that healing process. So as I go through this healing process right now with you, even more so, so so my dad left, right, me in the middle, and my brothers behind. So as we looked up, it was like this beam of light, this ricocheted through our eyes into our body, into our soul. And as it ricocheted, I felt fulfilled emotionally, mentally. I was so, what's the word, in harmony with everything around me. Because as I look right now to the right, I could see there was other two or three people in that moment experience it, and there was a almond tree on the right side. It was like the almond tree was still bright even though it was dark. On the left, it was where we lived, and the gate. In the back, there was other people looking too, and it was one of the most spectacular moments because I can now take myself back to that starting point when I felt the most at peace. And when you feel the most at peace at that state in your mind, now, um, I'll explain. So now, while we're in that state, I'm still in this state, enjoying the moment. That's when my eyes are closed. So when you're in that state, I would I would consider that your base of how to build yourself to release past programming in in the past. So once you get to that state of that childhood moment that made you feel so bliss and so at peace and so at ease and so in tune with that moment, that it made you feel so elated. It was like your endorphin kicked in, your joy kicked in. It was like, that happy moment. So if you find that state and go back to it and name it like how I did, little Dwayne's first solar eclipse, you could literally enjoy it because I'm enjoying it right now. I know I'm making the video and I'm recording, but because I'm so deep in that state of the trance that I'm in, and being able to still experience that blissful moment, I'm like, there's no need to open my eyes because I could be in there and I could still communicate to you. Because keep in mind, it's not I don't see you with the physical eye at the moment looking at you, but I'm seeing you with the third eye, so I am comfortable actually looking at the camera and talking. And that's where, once you get to that state and you can go back to that healing state, and that becomes the baseline of you releasing past programming. All right, so I'm gonna open my eyes and come back with you, and that is the state of releasing past programming. Right? Um, there's gonna be a series of these videos because I'm gonna go through past programming and how to actually how to actually hack your subconscious mind to get into that deeper state. But again, I'm gonna send these videos to whoever wants to watch it, my friends, family, whatever the case may be. Please share if you feel that the information is valuable to share it with your friends. Sometimes I'll post these videos on YouTube. You'll find them on YouTube. There's all these on YouTube. You can find the clips on Facebook or Instagram or the website. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a series of this because also I'm gonna finish how to get in once you get into your past programming, how to structure it from that particular state of mind. All right. This was an awesome Halloween. I'm enjoying. I got so much to share with you guys. It's amazing, and thanks for enjoying Little Dewayne's first solar eclipse. I know I didn't give you much detail, but it was amazing to sit in it and talking to you at the same time. And that is, that's what I want to say is, uh, what I share with you on this video is it's coming from my own state of super consciousness or conscious state of being, whatever it is that what you want to call it. But I'm coming with you with the information from my own deepest consciousness to share with you that in return, you now want to start to create this type of content for yourself. Because what it is, you're jogging your memory, you're leaving notes for yourself, you're leaving puzzles for yourself to help you solve whatever you're looking to solve. So when you do this for yourself, it helps yourself. So when I share with you, I'm sharing it from my super consciousness, I keep wanting to say. So this way, you in turn could start doing the same thing for yourself. So this way, you're now elevating yourself naturally, understanding yourself even deeper than you ever did before. All right. But again, thank you so much for watching. I'll make a next video on how to release past programming. Thanks again and have an amazing night, morning, wherever you are. Right now, I'm sitting in my meditation position, so I'm going to end this video, go back and do my meditation, and go to bed. Peace and love and light. All right.